Yo, what's up guys, it's Shady here. Today we're here with our week 2 game of the APA Little Cup Wi-Fi season. This week we're going up against Coach A8on2420 and his Calgary Infernapes. I think that's how it's pronounced. We're going into this game 0-1 after a tough loss last week. You know, our happiness pretty much screwed us over on our Rattata. Not saying we won with it, but it definitely would have helped us to have our Rat and our Mine Junior Sash later in the game, and that may have opened up a window for us to win. So yeah, pretty unfortunate, but you know, we're looking to bounce back and come out with a win against Coach Aaron. So we'll just start off with our teams, both of our teams. This will be the final game that I need to get caught up on. So following this, we won't have any more like problems with the editing, or I mean, not like there's any problem with editing, but I'll finally start editing my vids once again. Start getting the layouts going, the layouts and all that. So you know, the layout and the team rosters and all that. So following this, everything should be fine. It'll be a lot easier to kind of read off these mons, but I'm gonna read off both of our rosters just in case you do not know them. Make sure to check out Aaron. His stuff is in the description below. His social media, his YouTube and Twitter. And honestly, I enjoy his content. He's probably one of my favorite content creators. I mean, I love his GFX and stuff. Like I mean, they are really, really high quality. I mean, I just really love it all, and it's pretty entertaining to watch. So, but yeah, enough with the rambling. The teams, my team consists of the Drillbur, the Larvesta, the Alolan Rattata, the Mime Junior, the Makuhita, the Pidgey, the Hippopotas, the Shellos, the Shelmet, and the Pansage. Whereas he has the, okay, well, the dock just crashed on me. So, one sec. He is carrying the Spritzy, the Dwebble, the Chimchar, the Shinx, the Golett, Bidoof, Snover, Gothita, Petalil, and the SkrWELP. So, that's the team, what both teams have. So the team that we decided to bring against Aaron was just a Groundium Z Sandrush Drillbur. I felt like this Groundium Z completely dealt with this team pretty well. Yes, X-Scissor, Earthquake, Rock Slide. Was able to get through most of his team. The only problem with this set would be pretty much the Snover, but X-Scissor should still be doing a ton to that. Otherwise, his entire team gets 2 KO'd, and then we just left on Rapid Spin, just because we didn't have any hazard removal on our team really, other than Dwebble and Pidgey, and I thought that he might bring a Rocks Dwebble to take advantage of that. So yeah. We have that with the Sandrush. We have our Larvesta with the Charty Berry, with Flarewood's U-Turn, Morning Sun, Sunny Day. This Sunny Day set helped me deal with breaking the Spritzy. This switched into Spritzy, and I could deal with it after I set up a Morning Sun. Flarewoods would always do a KO, a max defense Spritzy with Eviolite. Morning Sun obviously get held back, U-Turn for initiative, and Flarewood just to hit his pretty hard. So yeah, and then we brought the Charty Berry as bait for, I think it's just in general, like maybe Snover. We're carrying Rock Slide or HP Rock. I think it gets Rock Slide, but I definitely thought he'd carry Rock coverage in order to predict the Snover coming in, or the Larvesta coming in on the Snover. So that's why I ran Charty Berry. Next we have our Hippopotas with the Eviolite, with Earthquake, Yawn, Slack Off, Stealth Rocks, pretty much the same set. I mean, I enjoyed this Hippopotas set a lot. I mean, Rocks are really nice and LC, it breaks sturdy, it breaks sashes. Yawn really helps switch out Mons a lot, and just take more Rocks damage, Slack Off just to get back health, and Earthquake just to hit everything on his team. And then also this week, in comparison to like week 1, he doesn't have a flying type. He has nothing that is immune to my Earthquake, so I can at least get damage off on anything on his team. So yeah, we're running a pretty physically defensive set. We have some Spit F investment. I don't know why. I'm sure it was for something I just can't remember. Next we got our Makuhita, which is going to be our second Eviolite user with Revenge, Close Combat, Knockoff, Bullet Punch. And It's pretty specially defensive. It's meant to switch into his special threats, such as the Snover, if it's pretty offensive. Larvesta can obviously do that, but Makuhita can also do that as well, since we're thick fat. We can also switch into the Shinx and the Petalil, and then hopefully the SkrWELP. I'm not sure what his set will be. With the close combat, obviously that's our main stab. Revenge, because we're really pretty much going to be slower than a lot of this team, so Revenge will end up doing the same as close combat, and then I don't have to take the Spidef drops. I really didn't have a fourth move. I wanted to run on the Makuhita, so I slapped on Revenge. Knockoff, just to knock off any items, and hit the Gothita, and then the Bullet Punch just for priority. Close combat, and then knockoff pretty much touches the entire team extremely well. So yeah, next we got the Mime Jr. Shout out to this set. I got recommended by a friend in a server. I'm not gonna say their name for reasons, but God, that sounds pretty sus. But just don't worry about it. We got a Mime Jr. with the berry juice, with the filter, with the side shot called Mime Barrier Recycle. He doesn't have a dark type, so side shock was pretty free. I thought the only thing that Mime Jr. could really set up on was the Gothita, especially in this matchup. Maybe the Spur Seed depending on his set. But if we're running side shock and he runs like Calm Mind Gothita, then we could beat it with side shock as long as he didn't run side shock. And we can also set up on a couple other things, like maybe the Petalil. Oh, the Petalil does get Sleep Powder. Just depends what we can get set up on. What we have speed and all that. We're running a pretty weird spread. We don't really live hits and all that. After setting up a certain amount of setups. But we're 116 speed, 116 special defense, 76 defense bold, and then 196 HP. And last we have a choice scarved Alolan Rattata with the hustle, of course, with Crunch, Sucker Punch, Double Edge, and U-Turn. Crunch obviously for stab, Sucker Punch in case we have to lock ourselves into priority, Double Edge obviously to hit as hard as we can, and U-Turn just to get initiative, and then we're just pretty much max attack, max speed Jolly with 76 and special defense. So that's the team we're bringing. He's packing the Gothita, the Snover, the SkrWELP, the Dispersi, the Golett, and the Dwebble. So a few things I'm happy to see. I'm low-key happy to see no Bidoof. I mean, I didn't have a lot to break or to like stop things from setting up. Again, in my face, I had like Eon Hippopotas, which could maybe scare him out, but otherwise, my team, once they get like a defense boost, my team has a hard time breaking it. I mean, my entire team is pretty much physically offensive, except for my Mime Jr., which has very little special attack investment. I'd have to get set up myself. I'm looking at the team, I'm thinking that it's going to be a just a Trap Gothita, probably Calm Mind. Snover, I'm thinking possibly Scarfed, but I could see it being an Eviolite user because it's one of his few switching to my Trober. His SkrWELP, I didn't know what to expect, honestly, when I was prepping. About halfway through, I realized that he made transactions and saw SkrWELP, and I realized SkrWELP had a really good matchup against my team. So I wasn't really too sure to expect from that. I expected a defensive Wish Passing Spritzy, probably an Eviolite, Golett. Honestly, I didn't really know what to expect from Golett. I don't really say that too much. And then whatever it's called, the Dwebble, I was thinking probably a Rocks user, but since I'm pretty sure Golett gets Rocks, I was thinking Double might have been a Shell Smash that. So after the team we're bringing, after the team he's packing, what we think he's bringing, we're gonna hop into this. Once again, I have not watched this battle, so although a couple days ago I did watch Aaron's side, so hopefully kind of refreshes it. I believe I just decided to lead off with the Scarf Rattata because I can see turn out on anything, as he decided to lead off with his Gothita here, which is really good lead for us. I mean, that really just sets us up really well, so to get off the free U-turn and take advantage of whatever he wants to send in. Here he decides to send in his SkrWELP, Not sure why he did that. I mean, if I just crunched, this thing was pretty much just killed. I think I outsped it, even a scarfed one, so 2 crunches would have killed. But nonetheless, we're just gonna click the U-turn. I say I don't know why he did that. I know why he did that. Looking into his battle, he said that he didn't think the thing was too helpful, the SkrWELP. So he decided just it was his most expendable member, and he'd just sack it off already. But I just U-turned out. Obviously, I'm scarfed. I go into my Makuhita. It's my special defensive-ish wall, so I just go into it as he sets up the Zane Rain Dance, and that pretty much, I mean, that scared me a lot. Here I just decided to click, I think, the Revenge, and then Revenge plus Bullet Punch just to get off as much damage as I can. I was okay with sacking off my Makuhita, as he just clicked the Hydro Pump, and it ended up picking up the KO. I think that was a high roll. I'm pretty sure it said I lived, but I don't remember. It's been so long since I played. Nonetheless, I go into my Rattata. Rattata can come in here and just click double edge and claim the kill. And I do click the double edge, and I miss. And he just able to click the skull to kill my Rattata. So this SkrWELP is doing a lot more work than Aaron thought it should have, or thought it would have. I mean, he was willing to sack it right there against my Rattata crunch. And I mean, now I've pretty much having to sack 3 mons here just to stop this SkrWELP from the sweep. I have to go into my Hippopotas here. The only thing that, because then I have to stand up and I go into Drober. And if he does that, then I mean I just have to do that so I have something to outspeed. Otherwise, I might as well pretty much get swept by this thing. So now I can go into my Drober. I just sack my Hippopotas, my Rattata, and my Makuhita all to the SkrWELP, so it's not really looking too good. I mean, I'm already down 36. Here he's just gonna stay in, sack it off. He thought there was no point in saving it. He already popped the Zane Rain Dance, which makes sense. So now we're up 35. Here he's gonna go into, I believe it's Snover, and obviously we cannot kill with an X Scissor from this range. He's at full. We don't know. He may be Eviolite, so I am just gonna go, I believe, into my Larvesta here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do here. Go out into my Larvesta. As he decided to click, I believe, the Toxic. No, he clicked the sub, yeah. And I just clicked the Flare Blitz just to break this thing sub. I could have U-turned to break it, but then I would have to switch in something into the Snover, and that's not something I was okay with doing. But if I click the Flare Blitz here, break it sub, I should be able to kill with a U-turn, no matter what his set is, unless he's like the Bugberry, well, the Tangaberry, I believe. So we should be fine here. He is going to reveal the Toxic, so he's a sub-Toxic Snover, so it'll tell me he is probably pretty defensive, probably as a switch into my Drober. So here, I'm just going to get Toxic and chip down by Hail and all that. Here I get the free U-turn off, though, as he decides to swap out into, I believe, his Golett. Is that what it is? Yeah, his Golett, because I guess he just didn't think it was too useful anymore. But here I just go and U-turn out, and I decided to go into my Drober. I can't go into my my Mount Junior, obviously, get this thing. If he had the Shadow Punch, we were getting blown back to another dimension. So I go into my Drober, and luckily, depending on his set, as long as he's not Eviolite, and I wasn't thinking this would be one of his Eviolite users, I think it's the Snover and then probably the Spritzy. I should just be able to click the Ground MC here and just pick up the KO on the Golett. And so that's exactly what I do. I just click the Z move, and I'm pretty sure I can live a hit from this thing anyways. I'll probably live on like very little HP to the point where like Hail Chip would probably kill me. But nonetheless, I just go here for the Earthquake or the Sea Earthquake and end up picking up the KO on this Golett. So that's one less threat to my Mount Junior. So now I'm gonna get back by Hail, and I believe he goes into his Gothita here. I just thought the X's are here. I thought it was pretty free. As he decides to just click the Psychic, I believe. No, he pops his Berry Juice, and I believe he just kills with the Psychic. Gothita, or not, it's not even that Gothita is strong. It's kind of strong, but mainly just that the Drober is very, very weak. Oh, no, I do eat it. Okay. So, I get the second X-Scissor off. Oh, that's why. I just remember that he took damage already. But I forgot about the Berry Juice there. So I'm just going to fire off the X-Scissor again, as he just Psychics and picks up the KO. I tried swapping out, seeing if I couldn't swap it, and he forgot the Shadow Tag. He didn't, though. It's always nice just to check if they forget Shadow Tag. If it's allowed, I mean, like, worst case, it just tells you, oh, you can't swap, and you have to just make a different play. So yeah, here I'm just gonna click the Calm Mind. My part's gonna get a bit stally, so I'll probably speed up through it. But here he's gonna click the Recycle, and at this point I realized my only chance. I mean, I could have gone into my Larvesta and U-turned and killed this thing, or at least gotten some initiative as he went out into probably his like Spritzy, or just sack this thing. I could see just sacking it. But then my junior really didn't set up on too much. Depending on his Spritzy set, I could be doing a lot. What else did he have? He had Snover, which could Toxic me, and he had his Dwebble, which would just Shell Smash and just sweep me. So, I mean, I thought this would be the only thing I have a chance of Calm Mind setting up on. So I decided to start setting Calm Minds and barriers and all that. Once I get a couple Calm Minds, I believe I started prioritizing getting up a barrier, so that in case he tried to go into Dwebble and get the free Shell Smash up, since he's guaranteed 1 because of his Sturdy, that I could just get up to +2 and potentially just stop him from sweeping or killing me in one hit. So that's kind of what I do. I prioritize getting up to +4 on barriers against this thing, as he just keeps taunting and Calm Minding over and over again. So I'm pretty much only getting up 1 Calm Mind each time, as he just gonna keep setting up Calm Minds over and over. Although we do know he has Psychic and not Side Shock, so we should always be able to beat this thing with our Calm Minds and our Recycles and all that. So yeah, we're just gonna keep Calm Minding. I believe we get up to +3 before he just decides to let his Goth to go down. So yeah, we're gonna click the Side Shock and bring it down pretty low, and then eventually he's gonna Recycle again, and just gonna continue the cycle. Eventually get to a point where it just okay with letting his Goth to go down, and so we're just gonna keep setting up Calm Minds and barriers and recycling and all that. In fact, I don't even think we had to recycle once this entire time. I think he never brought us down to the point where we had to recycle. So we're just gonna keep Calm Minding and all that, and eventually we are gonna take it out. I believe at this point we're like +2. We can set up 1 barrier and we have like 3 Calm Minds up. I might be wrong about that, but here I'm just gonna go for the Calm Mind. I have speed, and thanks to the Calm Mind, I should live Moonblast from even a very offensive Spritzy, and he'll knock me down to Berry Juice range, and as he ended up picking up the Trick Room. So that was a little something that caught me off guard. I guess maybe the Dwebble could just underspeed me and just hurt me a lot, but he's gonna click the Moonblast, and it's not gonna do a ton. It's gonna do 4 HP. He's gonna get the special attack drop, as I decide to click I believe the barrier to get up to +4 defense. Because then cause Dwebble guaranteed to get a Shell Smash off on me, maybe even a second one depending on how I want to play it, because if he's Berry Juice, he should be fine to set it up. So that's what I decided to do here. I set up a +4, and I believe I set up like 1 more Calm Mind, and then I just start Side Shocking it over and over again, because he is getting the special attack drops. So I want to just be able to KO the Spritzy, so that he can't like wish PP stall me, because I'm running out of I've used a lot of Side Shocks, especially against that thing. Sorry if y'all hear music. My brother decided to wake up and start blasting music, and it's not really something I could do. I've already started recording. I am not going to re-record this. So here I'm just going to click the Recycle just to get it, and I'm just going to start Side Shocking. I believe at this point I think I'm at enough. I think my special attack's raised enough to where I 2 KO his Spritzy, as he just once again clicks Moonblast. He is going to score the crit. However, I am going to live on 1 HP. Luckily, if he had killed me there, that would have pretty much been the game. I mean, Snover could have killed his, or Larvesta could have killed Snover, but Dwebble still beat me on V1, so that was pretty much my only chance. I actually don't end up 2 KO, and I believe I set up a Calm Mind this turn, maybe? No, Recycle. And, yeah, I'm gonna get the Berry Juice as he just clicks Moonblast. At this point, I can tell he's just pretty much cool with his thing going down here, as he does his Moonblast. Jeez, the music's gonna be loud in the background. That's gonna be annoying to edit. But yeah, I'm gonna click the Calm Mind here, so that I can go with this next Side Shock here. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do here. He's gonna fire off the Moonblast, Side Shock the next turn to pick up the KO on the Spritzy. And so now that pretty much only leaves the Dwebble and the Snover. Obviously Snover's gonna lose. He doesn't keep his last chance at winning this is with the Dwebble crit. He can get a guaranteed Shell Smash because he's gonna be sturdy if that's his set. If he's not, then he definitely win. So yeah, that's what you can go into here. And see, I'm just gonna click the Side Shock here, break it down to 1 HP, bring him down to sturdy, and then he's gonna get off his berry juice, and he's just gonna Shell Smash. I cannot talk, dude. He's gonna Shell Smash, and so I'm just gonna Side Shock again. I know with my set I can live its hits because I'm +4 defense, and I'm pretty bulky, even if I don't have the Eviolite. So you can set up here with the Shell Smash, and I believe I just Side Shock once again. I believe, as he actually, of course, has speed because he's +2 speed. And he's gonna get the Rock Blast off. That's doing 3 HP. I think we're at 18, so we should always be able to live this, especially now that our berry juice popped. So yeah. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna get up to a point where we have our berry juice and we're above 50%, as we set up to +6. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna set up the +6 defense, and we're gonna just keep recycling over and over, just to ensure the KO here with the Rock Blast, or in order to ensure that we can live a thing and have our berry juice attack, so we can get up to full against that Snover. That's exactly what we do. Whereas he just keeps Rock Blasting over for hoping for a crit. He never gets it. We're gonna bring him down to sturdy, Side Shock, and he's gonna die. And lastly, that leaves his Snover here, as I just click the Side Shock, and he actually ends up living the hit. And so that means that he probably could have gone into it sooner and toxic me, and then Double could have set up a guaranteed Shell Smash and killed me. So that's unfortunate for Aaron that he had a way to win the game without the crit, but he didn't realize it. He never really calced. I guess he just assumed that Snover died because I was set up so much, but I didn't. And so that's going to be the game. So GG to Aaron. I'm sorry, it's kind of a little whack. My brother to the playing music, and I just want to get this battle over quickly. I want to get this battle up. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be up with our week 3 on Saturday. We're going to be on time with all our battles from here on out. We should do some editing. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Shady, and